obviously.
That makes sense for sure.
We'll see what Lou Lamoriello considers.
Yeah, exactly.
Zuccarello for the Rangers, $4.5 million. Pretty good contract.
Yeah.
He's 30 years old. And he had 53 points. And the Rangers weren't that spectacular of a team even. So, I mean, and he signed through 18-19. He's got one more year left. Honestly, I'm going to say he sticks with the team and tests free agent. That's my prediction.
I guess
next year.
Yeah.
What's the point? You might as well stick with the Rangers one more year. Or he gets dealt at the deadline.
Yeah. Because
if the Rangers are rebuilding like they say, then they might as well get something, picks or something for him at the deadline. Because he's a pretty decent player.
Yeah. I mean, if you're rebuilding, maybe you try and move him at the draft.
Well, I'm curious to see if it's going to be a busy draft for trades or just kind of
some of them
pick your players and go home kind of thing. Flyers, Brian Elliott.
Well, I mean, you got Peter Mrazek in there now.
$2.75 million.
Yeah.
One more year left. He's 33 years old and he had a .909 save percentage.
Okay.
Who do they have for...
Well, they got Mrazek.
And they have Michael Neuvirth, too.
Yeah. It says Flyers have 3 goalies under contract.
Oh, yeah. I guess so.
Well, 2 of them got hurt, so that's why
I
they
think
got Mrazek.
you got to go with Mrazek.
I think so.
He's quite a bit younger than than Elliott.
I thought he had good playoffs, too.
I think you got to go with him. And, yeah. Pittsburgh Penguins, Phil Kessel, which we touched on this a little bit last week. He's 30 years old.
Yep.
He's not terribly old yet. $6.8 million.
Yep.
This is cap hit. And through 21-22. But he had 92 points this year.
Yep, but Maple Leafs are eating $1.2 million of that cap hit still.
That's probably why, because it should be 8.
Yeah.
So that makes sense. Yeah, that'd be 8. Okay.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I'm pretty sure we signed him to 8, but yes. Yeah, it even says by the Leafs right here.
But they say he's not a locker room issue. So, whatever the reason why his name's floating around, it's not.
You know why No, it's because they can't afford him.
Think so?
Well, you gotta look at it. You got Crosby, Malkin under big contract. Letang. Matt Murray needs to get paid.
You mean Jake Gensel's going to get money?
Yep, that's what I mean. Gensel's going to get money. They got a few other guys that need money.
Hornqvist is not making pennies.
No.
I mean, he got 92 points last year.
And it's not like I said, it's not that they want to trade him, I don't think. I think it's a case where, well, do you keep Kessel and just keep bringing up and let the Gensels and all those guys just leave? Or keep your team somewhat?
Yeah.
You could sign 2, maybe even 3 players with Kessel's money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? $2 million, $2 million, $2 million. Boom, 3 guys that... Yeah, and the way Pittsburgh works, it seems like they can throw anybody... Well, I mean, Getzel's probably going to want more than $2 million, but other guys, though.
But you got Ian Cole, which they had to part ways with. Wow. Probably was a money thing, too.
Well, it could be... I mean, Pittsburgh's probably going to be in the playoffs again next year, but maybe the championship days are behind them because they have to tear the team apart a little bit and retool and come back again, like Chicago had to do twice.
Yeah, but Pittsburgh's held that top of that hill for quite a few years.
Well, and they still will be good because they still have Crosby and Malkin, right? But Washington Capitals, Grubauer.
We had mentioned earlier, yeah.
Yeah. He's only 26 years old and .923 save percentage.
Yeah, but I don't think he's unseating Holtby.
No, and that's why he's probably going to get moved. Not because he's bad. This is a case where Holtby's better than you. Holtby's in his prime right now.
And the playoffs were probably the nail in the coffin too, right? I mean, not that he's a bad goaltender, but Holtby took the playoffs, whereas he was supposed to be the guy in the playoffs.
Like I said, I think the Islanders should go get him, but
when they're 12th pick, they picked 12th in the draft.
Who?
Islanders. 11th? No, they picked something.
Sure.
They picked some. Oh, they picked 2 in a row, don't they?
Could be. All I know is, I don't know though. That's a lot to give up for Grubauer though. The first, I don't think he's worth the first.
I don't know. I mean, the Avalanche gave a first for Varlamov, so
Well, and there's and they said prospect Ilya Samsonov is coming up too. That's Washington's prospect goalie.
oh okay.
So they figure it's kind of like the Sparks is kind of ready, so McElhinney will probably be gone. So Sparks will be the backup. It's kind of the same thing. It's not that they're bad. It's just there's guys coming up now, and
Exactly.
it's, if you haven't taken over the number one role by now, you might as well move you and get something for you, because there's another guy coming in that can see if he can take Holtby's spot now. Do you know what I mean? Holtby's probably gonna be the guy for quite a few years yet. He's not. I don't think he's very old.
Yeah, well, they kind of have the Nashville Predators situation.
Well, it's a good thing. If it's a good thing to have, is
Too much instead of not enough, right?
like Nashville always can be like, oh, Pecorine, you're getting old. Well, Saros, Like-
yeah, exactly.
and they did that. They've done that for years. They've had Chris Mason was there, and Dan Ellis, and
Thomas Vokoun.
Okun, and
Yeah.
Mike Dunham was there before that. And, like, they've always had a pretty good goalie, so
Mm-hmm.
it's a good problem to have,
Yeah.
right, Vancouver?
Yeah. Well, I mean, Vancouver just signed, I believe his first name's Mike DiPietro, a
Right.
really good young goaltender.
Yep.
And they also have Thatcher Demko, who's another really good goaltender. So they have kind of two guys that are up and coming.
It's funny. I mean, this is old news, but I mean, it's funny how that turned out. I mean, they trade,
Had two, and then they
They
had
trade-
one.
yeah, Schneider,
to New Jersey, yeah.
and then got it Longo. It's gone, so it's like he had two, and then he ended up with none.
Yeah.
Who's the guy? Oh, Eddie Lack was after.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Who was the starter?
but they traded Longo for Markstrom.
Jakob
In the
Markstrom
in the
and
deal, Markstrom.
Sean Matthias? No.
Erica Branson, I think.
Eric
was part of that
Goodbranson.
trade.
Yeah.
Which,
Mhm.
let's be honest, Longo wanted to go back to Florida.
Yeah. But why wouldn't you have, if you knew that he wanted to go back to Florida?
Trade the guy that wanted to go. I'm pretty sure Corey Schneider was okay with staying.
Yeah.
And Corey Schneider, in the last few years, well, that trade is a while ago already, but after the trade was made, the couple years after, Corey Schneider was better than Longo.
He's a bona fide number one goaltender.
Like his numbers were better.
Yeah.
I mean, but yeah,
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know if you guys got anything else to add.
I just got a couple small things before we wrap it up here. I mean, obviously everyone's talked about TJ Oshie riding the metro to the games in Washington.
Yeah, I did see that. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if the video's circulating around him refilling his ticket card because he ran out of money, so he had to get more money onto his ticket card.
Yeah.
If Washington wins the cup, they're gonna make special TJ Oshie Metro cards, I guess.
Nice.
So I'm not sure what they'll look like, but it'll be kind of neat to see if they win the cup.
Yeah.
Because he's been riding the bus, which is kind of neat, or the subway or whatever it is that takes him to and from the
Yeah.
game. Kind of a neat thing. Another neat thing was Roman Josi played the gold medal game in the World Championship
Yeah,
with a broken hand.
Broken hand. Yeah, I seen that.
So I mean, that shows you dedication right there.
That was for Switzerland. Yes. Isn't that crazy? Yeah. I just seen that just before the show too. I'm like, what?
Yeah. Coyotes are doing whatever's possible to keep Oliver Ekman-Larsson.
That's the guy to build around.
Yeah.
I mean, he might not want him, but
Yeah. He's probably like, oh no.
wow. It's just Arizona is like,
Well, it sounds like they're talking eight years at $8 million per, which is really fair compared to what the market is right
yeah.
now.
If you're comparing them to PK Subban and Doughty and Carlson and all those guys, yeah.
Yeah, and they've done basically everything he's ever basically bending over backwards for him. They got Nicholas Hjalmarsson at Ekman-Larsson's request, and they've also signed his brother Kevin to an AHL contract to make him happy.
You sure Larson's not the GM too?
He's pulling an Eichel.
Yeah. But his last deal was 5.5, so I mean 8 for
5.5 is a steal from though, pretty much.
yeah. But that was
He's
that was
definitely-
fair market. He's like 5 years ago.
He's
whenever.
definitely underrated because of the team he's on.
Yeah.
He's always like he's their top point guy every year, pretty much. He's the only team that's the defenseman's at top because he runs the power play. He runs
Yeah.
If they can ever get their team together, they'd be definitely.
And they always get lots of picks and all that kind of stuff. They just never put stuff together.
They kind of remind me of the Islanders a bit.
Mm-hmm.
They got some pieces there, Max Domi and Anthony Duclair, and they had a few decent young guys, and then now Duclair's gone and Domi's
Not near the player he
Domi's
was.
probably gonna be traded. Not because he's bad, I just think change of scenery for him.
He's not near the player he was his first couple of years.
Right? I mean, he's only 21 years old or 22. Like he's pretty young, so
Yeah.
he's got a lot. Just needs a change of scenery, I think. But they don't. Arizona doesn't draw the big names either in the free agency, which doesn't help them.
No. I mean, the only one they would draw would be hometown hero Austin Matthews, but
Yeah, don't be saying that.
yeah. Before we take off here, kind of a neat fun fact: NHL referee Garrett Rank has just qualified for the U.S. Open.
Okay, yeah, I've seen that too. I was like, what?
Yeah, he qualified for the U.S. Open on Chinook Hills. Hopefully, I'm pronouncing that right. After tying for first place in the qualifying event at Ansley Golf Club in Roswell, and he shot a 2-under in over 36 holes. And he was quoted saying, "He was next to the best players on the ice, and next week he'll be next to the greatest golfers on the world." He said, "I live a pretty cool life." I guess he's living the real life happy Gilmore, I guess.
But as a ref, he was a ref though. But
Not a golfer, Matt.
Yeah, I'm a hockey player.
Yeah, I'm a hockey referee.
I'm a hockey player. I'm a hockey ref, but I'm playing golf today.
Yeah.
that's kind of neat.
Kind of neat what happens on June 14th. That's when that starts. One question for you guys. There's a picture of a bus with 2 front ends. Which way is it driving? I mean, you don't see the picture because this is a podcast, but that's one of the questions that the Washington Capitals is asking their prospects in the combine. Kind of an odd question, and that was kind of the theme of a lot of the questions that the prospects are getting asked, like cats or dogs. Like they're asking kind of weird questions like that, and instead of the normal, who do you think you play like, all that kind of stuff. They're asking weird questions like that.
Interesting.
And you want to know the answer? The answer is, we'll tell you if we draft you. Yeah. Kind of a neat way to ask questions, I guess. I don't know if it's a mind teaser or if it's to see how critical thinking they do. I don't know, but it's kind of a brain teaser. But if you want to check us out on social media, you can do that via Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, which all the links are in the description below. We also sell t-shirts, which you can check out on our Facebook page. Again, description for that's in the description below. Thank you guys for listening to the Gator Media Hockey Roundtable. We'll see you guys all next week.